every podcast, we just start 1, then you say 2, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 100.
Every episode we go up 100, and they just have to skip like the first 3 minutes every time they go on a video.
Every time, that, I think that could be our thing. You know how like for Bright Block, we burned a sapling at the beginning? That's gonna be our niche. We count to 100 and then add 100 every episode. So now that this is episode 3, we count to like 300, and then episode 4, 400. This is perfect. This is like that one video that I made called the 100, where me and my friend just counted 1, 2, 3. But I don't know. Well, we'll see where that goes. So for follow up, well, first, welcome to our podcast, everyone.
Welcome.
I hope you guys enjoyed the last episode, and I know that some of you did because some of you commented. One of which is Malcolm Spencer.
Welcome, Spencer.
Welcome,
Ooh.
Malcolm. Well, Malcolm. Well, welcome. I don't know. I think that it's an interesting thing to say welcome, Malcolm.
Welcome, Malcolm.
Welcome, Malcolm. Exactly. So, I'm assuming you're listening to this. If you're not, then I don't know. I just don't know. But Malcolm Spencer is someone we've had a history with. It started with Tendo's channel, and then through collaboration, he found my channel. So that's pretty great. Would you like to explain your history with Malcolm Spencer, and then we can?
He's just cool. So I mean, I don't know. It was back in, I want to say even like 3 years ago. Actually, I can check if I how long. Let's see. Yeah. Anyway, he was one of the first people to find my channel, and not only that, but he always is great about leaving super like constructive comments on every single video, and I mean like paragraphs, like thoroughly analyzing every aspect of the video, and it's like the most helpful thing ever. To like, you know, because a lot of times you post a video and it gets so and so views, but then you get 3 comments and they're all just like,
wow, good job. This is good. I'm like,
right.
Oh wow, thanks for telling me that it's good, but I don't know why it's good. So, I've been getting a few comments like that, but I think Malcolm Spencer on my videos, he doesn't usually leave like super long paragraphs like he does on your videos, but that's fine. He does leave very encouraging things, and I think both of us appreciate that. So that's great. So thanks, Malcolm. That's an official thank you from both of us.
Shout out.
Go subscribe to him. He doesn't make any videos, but that's irrelevant.
But please subscribe.
Yeah, link in the show notes. Okay, so on our last episode, he left a comment that's super long. It's like sectioned off into 3 different things for each section we did. So for the 42 minutes of follow-up, he has a bunch of questions. If you want to see the entire comment, of course, go to the comments of the last podcast. You can see that. But if you ever want to leave a comment like that, viewer or listener, rather, feel free to, because I will read it. I will read every comment.
No matter what.
So that's Malcolm Spencer. He's a great human being, probably, and we appreciate him. Okay, moving on to our next item of just follow-up. iTunes. Last episode, you said, like, you were saying that it's now on iTunes, right? You said that. You were like, hey, welcome.
Yeah.
It's iTunes. And so, unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to be able to keep it up and put it on YouTube anymore. I mean, not YouTube. I mean, iTunes. Because the way that it works is the fact that I upload it to SoundCloud, and then iTunes takes it from SoundCloud. So I don't think that we're going to be able to host it on SoundCloud and therefore not iTunes anymore. So, because SoundCloud only has a limited amount. So what I have done is there is a link in all of the descriptions / show notes of all of the episodes of the podcast from now on. There's a mega that will have every episode of our podcast in audio form. So if you want, you can go down there, you can download it. And so that is how you can download them if you would like, or they'll be on YouTube. So you can stream it or download it at your leisure. So I think that ends follow-up. That was a much shorter than last time.
Goodness, yes. I mean, it helps that there's only a week of follow-up rather than a year,
Yeah. Well, in the last podcast, we really just did like 8 minutes of follow-up, and then the rest of it, quote-unquote, follow-up, that we called follow-up, but it was really just not following up. We branched off a lot, which I guess is good. That means that was better conversation than...
Yeah, we just kind of ramble, but that's okay. That's what the podcast is all about.
That is what it's about. So we can discuss whatever the heck we want without anyone telling us what to do. Our first discussion topic is creating on a low budget. And obviously, you have a pretty low budget, and I have a pretty low budget. And by low budget, I have my programs, and that's basically all I pay for, because my camera was a gift.
How do you know I got such a low budget? You don't know what I'm doing behind the scenes.
You're using a free program to make your thumbnails. You're using a free program to create your 3D models, and you're using a $30 program to $30 or $40.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. It's not so much like a pricing thing, but like I really prefer open source stuff, because if you buy things, sure, they might be higher quality and easier to use, but you will find so much less documentation on things, unless it's like Photoshop where everyone uses it and pays for it. But like as far as like modeling, there's 60 different programs and they're all hundreds of thousands of dollars. But with Blender, since it's free and open source, everyone uses it, so there's tons of support for it, and you can go anywhere and people will be able to help you. So that's my excuse for being cheap.
Oh, no. Don't say it's an excuse. That's great. I think that using free programs is great. If you learn how to make stuff with not expensive programs or with free stuff, then if you eventually get the budget to get better things, then you already know the gist of it. So, like,
right.
You use what is the one for that's like Photoshop but not
GIMP.
I was thinking like Glyph, and I was like, that's definitely not true. That's not right. Glyph doesn't sound right. But yeah, GIMP. That's a program that you use. I've never used it. I think I have access to Adobe Creative Cloud, so I get Photoshop and Premiere Pro and After Effects.
So yeah, I would argue that Photoshop probably is objectively a little better for Photoshop. GIMP might be a little better at like creating like shapes and graphics, and Photoshop you could argue is better at like manipulating photos. But I think Photoshop is better, whereas when you have something like Blender, it's a little more gray whether it's better or not. It all depends on what you're doing, obviously.
I don't really know much about GIMP, so I used to use Paint.net, which I discover now is actually a horrible program, but it's free. GIMP. If you're gonna go for a free program, go for GIMP. I don't know much about it, but I know that it's a better alternative than Paint.net is, because Paint.net, it's very annoying to use, and if I'm not mistaken, all of the things, like every layer that you have, that you create, automatically gets flattened to it. I don't know if that's like that still, but when I used it, there were no layers. They were all just flattened on top, and you couldn't change anything after you've placed it there. So, I don't know. Is GIMP like that? Are there layers, or does everything just flatten? Okay.
No, it has all the basics. What it's missing is Photoshop allows you to. It has a lot of built-in stuff. I would argue that it's a little more Apple-like. GIMP you can do a lot of the stuff. Well, not in the normal bad way that you think. GIMP is like see, I'm making this comparison again, but you wouldn't understand it. Basically what happens is you could probably do anything you could do in Photoshop in GIMP, but Photoshop has a lot of features that allow it to do the things for you, and it explains it in simpler terms. GIMP just has tons of features and buttons, and you usually have no idea how to use any of them, whereas Photoshop is a little more forgiving and even has versions of it that basically holds your hand, you know?
Okay. Have you used much Photoshop or no?
Yes, a little.
Okay, because in regards to Photoshop, there's a lot that I don't think I would say that it like holds your hand, because it's not a very, very difficult program to use. However, it's not like impossible. It's not super easy, but it's not super difficult. I don't know how GIMP is, but it doesn't just like do everything for you. There's still a lot of like
no,
work
I
that
know,
goes
I
into it.
understand.
Well, I know
that
that's not what you're saying, but I don't agree with you when you say. But
okay.
actually, I don't know how GIMP is. So you might just be comparing it to GIMP. Just how GIMP does GIMP just like throw you in there, and then it has all the tools and.
Yes, it may seem like, yes, obviously you have to do work in Photoshop and you have to know what you're doing. But what I'm saying is there's filters that have names in Photoshop that say what they're supposed to do. Whereas in GIMP, you'll have to run 3 different filters and like, to get the result that you're looking for. And all of them have names that you probably don't understand.
Mm-hmm. It took me a long time to figure out how to pixelate things in Photoshop because it's called mosaic, which I didn't realize that's what it would be called. But now, if I see mosaic, I know exactly what it means. In regards to just creating on a budget, and by budget I mean like not a huge budget, but like a low budget. There's things that like for programs you use free programs. I use more paid for programs, but we still make things, and that's good. And it's really about learning how to make things with what you already have, and finding the videos that you can make. So for example, you can make your videos because you have a computer that you can animate on, and you have a program that you can edit with, and you have a program that you can make thumbnails with. So you have all the tools that you need. However, eventually you can get better tools, but I don't think you need that now. Obviously, you don't need that now because you're doing plenty.
I want to say something. I used the YouTube editor to edit my videos for
yeah, I forgot about
probably like a year. It was bad because Windows Movie Maker or whatever is bad. It's awful.
Oh, it's really bad. Yeah.
I don't have it, but I would also argue that
You don't have it?
No, I'm saying iMovie. I don't have
okay.
iMovie, but I would assume that it's similar in limitations. So a lot of it was compression, keeping the quality of the video and whatnot, because I tried really hard to keep that 60 FPS 1080p. YouTube editor didn't do that, but the YouTube editor is. If any of you have the time, just try to use it for even just 20 minutes. It's not YouTube's fault. It's just making a video editor in browser is a nightmare.
Yeah, so in regards to the photo editor thing, or the video editing, it's going away, I'm pretty sure. I saw a little tiny, like, pop-up window in one of my videos that was saying how they're getting rid of the YouTube video editor. I might be wrong. I might have been reading it incorrectly, but
I'm sure they are. I'm
pretty sure that's what's going down.
Yeah, they're trying to clean up features people aren't using, like how they're getting rid of annotations here soon.
Yeah,
and trying to introduce new stuff.
Well, actually, I think their new end card system is great, and their cards in the where it comes out from the top right, that's a little finicky, but it's fine. I think it works well.
Yeah.
It's annoying how you can have just like a little, like a limit for how many there can be, which is kind of annoying, but it works,
Yeah.
I guess. But what I like is the fact that they're not just getting rid of them in the annotations entirely, because if there's an old video, they'll still have the annotations there. However, you cannot add annotations to your new videos.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fine with that, honestly, because they're making new systems that are better systems, but also they can be a little more limiting, especially with the new end card thing. You can only put them in the last 20 seconds of your video, and your video has to be at least 25 seconds long in order to have them. So
Now, am I wrong? I believe, and if you do put at the end of it, like the last 20 seconds, it has to go till the very end, right?
you mean the annotation?
Yes. Like
No,
that.
it does not.
Okay.
There are a few YouTubers that I know that they have their end card and they have like the little tiny. Actually, there's only one that I can think of right now, but they have their end card going and they have like click here for this video and whatever, and then here subscribe, and then that ends, and then there's like a 3-second clip after every episode,
Oh,
like
okay,
like a
good.
blooper or something, and
I was
yeah.
worried about that. Yeah, because I love after end card bits.
Mhm.
Always the best.
Mhm.
Um.
Yeah,
What
so
else?
the new annotation system, I hope they will do great things with, because they're great annotations that work universally, and it's awesome. But they can always screw it up because they're YouTube, and they know how to do things like that.
Woo. Google Plus.
Exactly. Enough said. We said that last time. I think this shows how much we hate Google Plus. I think that can also be another thing of ours. We'll count to 100 in every episode, and we'll complain about how horrible Google Plus is every episode. So, oh right, all right, okay. I was going to say something about you have all your programs, and you can make the videos you want to make with those programs, like animation. However,
Right.
there's people like me who I wanted to make like short films and all that, and I can't do that without having a camera. So I finally got a camera, so that's good. It's like a $300 camera, I think. I don't know. It
Sweet.
was gifted to me, so I googled the
That's
prices, and
that's
so
really good.
it was about $300.
The great thing about like filmmaking is it's taking a lot longer than it did for video making. Video making very quickly became like accessible to the public, the digital age of the computer, online open source programs and whatnot.
Yep.
It's taking the film industry a lot longer, but here soon anyone will be able to make their own movies or skits or live action, videos or whatever, because the technology is becoming I shouldn't say cheaper, but like the standards
The standards have been higher, and actually, when you say you wouldn't say cheaper, I would. Technology is getting much cheaper. Yeah, it's better lenses and better cameras are becoming a lot cheaper, and if you buy an older camera, it's going to be cheaper than a new camera, even though that the resolution and stuff
Yeah,
is
here's
like
the
the
thing.
same.
My argument is, yeah, like things that look good are going to become like super cheap and accessible to everyone.
Mhm.
But the reason for that is because there's
Better
ultra
things.
like high amazing stuff that's being developed, and so the people with tons of money are moving on to that. So the stuff that the general public actually still thinks looks pretty good is becoming cheap and accessible.
Yeah, why make a movie in 1080 when you can make it in 4K? I mean, come
or
on.
10K
Or that's a
1400K.
Is 10K a thing? Please tell me it's not.
Technically any resolution is and will be eventually possible. 8K.
Well, yeah, because you can blow up the screen size as large as you want. However,
Fairly certain 8K exists already. Don't quote me on that. I don't care.
8K resolution. I'm googling it. Resolution. There it is. It is 8K Ultra. Holy freaking Toledo! It's 7,680 pixels by 4,320. Is 16K? It is.
You can make up the bacteria on the actor's nostrils.
Oh my gosh.
See, it's ridiculous to us now, but I'm sure a lot of movies or even like home television sets might be like that in even like 5-10 years.
Yeah. Oh my god. Tendo. oh, this is great. Look, we could buy an 8K resolution TV from Newegg.com for $22,752. Want to go halvesies? Let's go
heck yeah.
50-50. Yeah,
I don't
so
need to go to college.
no, screw college. We've got this. And then we'll just ship it back and forth to each other. You have it for a weekend. I get it next weekend. This is
Except
perfect.
that it'll take a week to ship something that large.
Irrelevant.
Probably
You have
more.
it for one day. That's fine. Like whatever.
It's a great day though. That
great-
one day.
That one day.
Marathon the uncut Lord of the Rings every Sunday.
Not the uncut. The extended.
Or
entire-
extended. I
I
guess
couldn't
just-
imagine a movie being uncut. That just sounds miserable.
Right,
Oh,
sorry.
gross. There's so much that people throw away. Just from me making videos, I've discovered how much I don't use. To be fair, a lot of my videos, I don't really cut that much out because I'm conservative with my time and I shoot what I need to. But eventually, I want to get to the point where I shoot so much that I choose what I keep to drive the story forth. As of now,
Exactly.
I'm making films by myself, and I've only done 2, so
I'd actually like to comment on like size, because like as far as budget goes, I used to be really against like teams of people. Like I saw having teams of people work on something was the same as like having tons of money to work on something. I thought, no, I want to do this by myself. And maybe we talked about this last episode, but like I'm starting to realize that it's a lot better to have a team, especially for something like film. Yeah, we definitely.
yeah,
talked about this
absolutely.
last
There's
episode.
there's so much stuff that I can't do just because I don't have people to help me. That's about it. But
Yeah.
but there are friends that I have that are like willing to help me. However, I've tried to find a way to get around the team thing and trying to do it by myself.
It's difficult.
So it is pretty difficult. The MLG video or MLG quest rather, that could have probably been cut in half. Not the length of the video, but the recording time if I just had one person manning the camera. But I didn't. I did it by myself. And so
Right, which it's weird because I used to hate the term director.
oh my gosh.
Because I was always like, why is it a director? What did they do? Really? They directed it? Wow, that's good la dee da. But because like my thought process was I can do everything by myself. I don't need everyone else. I can learn how to do every aspect of this stuff and I can do it. And making Minecraft videos, heck yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, you can if you can make Minecraft videos by yourself, why can't you make feature films?
But yeah, the idea
Screw
was
actors, you don't need those.
or even animations. I was like, well, I can animate. I can make a full animation. Things get done so much faster if you have specialists on each of their things. And it's not even like a money thing, like, oh, it loses the soul when you throw 300 people at it, which is kind of true. But like, if you have people that are focused on one thing and you have a director where their job is literally to just have the vision and make sure everyone is put in their place, things get done so much faster and usually look a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's because that is why feature films and short films always have a director. Movies cannot be made without directors because even if there's just like a team of 5 people and they're like, let's make a movie and we'll all do something, then there's still going to be a director. There's going to be at least like, I don't know, 1 or 2 or maybe all 5 of those people are directing the film because
I would argue that if it's an independent film or short film, I do have a preference that the director also be the writer. It's not necessary, but it usually makes a lot better film.
that's not always true, but I do agree that if the person writing it also directs it, it goes the way that it is supposed to go. However, there's people like me, and I don't have like the most amazing talents in directing people, but eventually I'll get better, hopefully. If I end up being a director, then that'll be interesting. But
Woo.
I don't know. But if someone, I'm not the best at writing stories or coming up with ideas, but I know some people who are very brilliantly minded, but they're bad with directing people. So if it's in that case, because I'm not the best at writing stories, However, I'm pretty dang good at writing essays, but that's irrelevant. That's entirely different.
Right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Mhm.
As I said, specialists.
Yes, that's why having a team with a bunch of different type of people is much better than having one person trying to do everything. That's why you have teams, so they can give their strength toward the project. But yeah, I
Yeah.
think that yes, clap. Let's clap for that. I heard
just
that
like-
clap. I don't know if you were trying to hide that or not, but I heard
No,
it.
I wasn't.
We all heard it. Create on a low budget because you can. Because if you have the drive to do something, you will find a way to make it happen. Whether and it's on a low budget or if you have a billion people working with you and an infinite amount of money to work on it.
Yeah.
Just make things. Unfortunately, I haven't been practicing that. I haven't made like any videos in a very long time, but I need to get out there and I need to make little short films.
Yeah.
But as I
Well,
said,
and
I'm
obviously
not
we're
very
the-
good at writing, so I don't
Yeah.
have any ideas. Say that again.
We're obviously not the most qualified to talk about this stuff. It's just
Well, obviously not.
you know.
We both have less than 10,000 subscribers combined. we have such a small fan base that, and we haven't had enough experience to be certified or like an official on any of these topics. But that is why we're talking about them. Because why the heck not?
It would be funny. We could talk about something that we're actually experts on some other time, but those are
Meh.
usually things that we're pretty bored of.
Yeah, well, last time or like our first episode, we talked about things that like only things that we knew, like one commands, and we
That's
talked about
true. Yeah,
we talked about YouTubers that we liked. So that wasn't even that wasn't something that we know about, but it's something that we liked. So I think our motto should be: we talk about what we want to enjoy. Perfect.
leave when you're bored, please.
leave when you're bored, please. Thank you. I don't think it's gonna be an hour and a half of us just talking about. I hope that someone out there that listens will get something out of our podcast. That's my main goal for this. That and
Right.
enjoy or have people enjoy it.
Here's the thing: the way I don't listen to any podcasts. I've listened to maybe 2 different podcasts.
One of which is
before.
ours.
Right. No, I've listened to others, but
I know. I was joking.
the idea is, I feel like at least where our podcast is right now, it's something like mini podcasts you keep in the background of say a mundane task, and it just pokes your brain at what your thoughts are of it, and maybe they'll even respond and let us know what they think.
Like a Malcolm Spencer.
Right.
like Malcolm Spencer. I don't think we can't all be Malcolm Spencer. Let's be real.
Sadly, no. I wish I was Malcolm Spencer.
That would be awesome.
He's a lot cooler than me, in my opinion. I try leaving like constructive comments on other people's videos. I'm still not even very good at it, and I do it.
I would agree with you. Malcolm Spencer is much cooler than you are. So, first network offers. Network offers. Are you still getting them? I'm getting so many. Well, actually, I haven't gotten one in like a year and a half.
Let me tell you about it. Oh my gosh. I'm in my messages page right now, and I'm just scrolling and
Just
scrolling.
scrolling.
Show more. Just keep scrolling. Look at all those. I
Yeah.
don't want to join any of you. You don't want me. I don't want you. You're wasting your time. I hope you're a bot. Those are my thoughts.
That was it? That
That's it. Segment done. End.
Oh, okay, great. I'm actually gonna go to my messages. Wait, where are my messages? Where do you find them? Under channel? Messages, there it is. That's not, that's someone wanting a collaboration? Collaboration? Nope, I don't have any of them here. Well, that's stupid. I think they were, oh wait, I'm under my, okay, here it is. My likely spam section.
There you go.
There it is.
Look at all
There
of
it
them.
is.
I tell them they're all good. I'm like, hey, none of these are spam. I want every single one of these treasures.
Beautiful. This is once in a lifetime opportunities. All of them. This.
Okay, do you want to? Okay, first of all, let's answer the big questions. Um,
Okay.
are we
Big
in
questions.
networks? How did we get in those networks? What are networks?
Right, because I just realized that we're not talking to YouTubers who know what networks are.
Right. So, here's how I'll put networks. If you've ever heard of a guild, like in medieval times there was a guild. It's a bit like that kind of trade off. When you're a part of them, they're like, hey, we'll be the middleman between, the ad space and you. We'll get you that money flowing. We'll promote you on our little, bits where we'll also be promoting everyone else we have. We'll protect you from copyright holders. If
Yeah, I forgot
YouTube
about that.
comes to kill you, we'll stop them in the tracks and ask them what they're doing. Well, it's a bit like almost like insurance. Like if you buy insurance, you're throwing in a penny in order to have the insurance of $1,000. And
Hmm.
then in return you give them a small sum of your profits.
Hmm. And that was a very, very good way to explain it.
Thank you.
You said there was three big questions. One, what were our networks? And then I forgot the other two.
Okay.
I know you said something about if you're in a network, what is it like or something or
What is oh dang it, I forgot already. What are networks? Are you
check.
in a network? Oh yeah, how did you get into that network?
How did you get into the network? Okay. So, I am not in a network. So let's have you question. Are you part of a network?
I am in a network.
Oh my gosh. Tendo.
I shouldn't be. I honestly shouldn't be.
Did you sign up for a network that has like
They're
a you
not
can
bad, and they have a contract policy that I can back out of whenever I want.
Okay,
Which
that's
I
why that's good.
I don't have a ton of. Yeah, that's the main reason. They actually left it in a comment. It was like the second request I ever got. The first one was super like shady, and I didn't even understand what a network was at that point. But
Mhm.
they came to me like my second year of YouTube, like of real Minecraft videos. Obviously not in like 2012, but they offered me this thing. They told me about their policy, and I'm like, well, heck, if something bad happens, I can just jump right out, and they'll be fine. And
Mhm.
that's something that I really like. I really look for in a network because a lot of them offer you all these rewards and stuff, but they're like, oh yeah, also we're gonna trust that you're gonna stay with us because if you try to, then they might blackmail you, or you have to go through 5 layers of customer service, or something like that, and nobody wants that, Comcast
Mhm.
stuff.
No one wants that Comcast stuff. So, what would you mind telling us what network that is, or are you under like some
No, I
non-disclosure
guess I
agreement
guess
or
I
something?
can, but yeah, I'm okay. So I don't quite understand everything about this. I'm just gonna say from like this point onward, I'm
Mhm.
probably gonna make a bunch of stuff up because I don't understand everything. Uh, but like there's this big parent company that is Broadband TV,
I've heard of them.
and then within them they have a gaming network called TGN, and I am in TGN. You
Hmm.
could I mean if you really care enough, you can go into their website and they'll say all the YouTubers that, and their their mottos and slogans are very cringy, and they're not uh
Don't badmouth your network, Tendo.
okay.
They're gonna kick you out.
They have enough people. I don't think they're gonna pay any attention to me.
Well, seeing as you upload one video every 5 months, I don't think they really care about you anymore.
yeah,
No
but
offense to you, but
right.
business is business. I still like your videos, and I revel in every time you upload one. So,
Oh yeah. Also, I might as well bring this up. Yeah, money from YouTube is a thing. I'm not entirely sure how it works when you're not in a network, and you know, or even if you can anymore, get it straight from YouTube when you have an actual partnership directly with YouTube.
you can.
Um,
You have to make an AdSense account, which I can't do because I'm not 18 years old, and I don't want to lie about my age. Because I am
oh
an honest human being. But,
yeah, yeah, me too, me too. I'm definitely not 132 on any of my accounts. Uh, anyway, so yeah, I get paid for YouTube, which is because I mean that's only honestly the only reason to do it. Like a lot of people think that like it's creatively satisfying or anything, or like it's a fun hobby, but honestly no. Like I just literally I get an email that says it's been sent to your PayPal. I go down to the bank, I get them all in hundreds, and I every night I just count them. That's all I do. That's what YouTube is. If you guys didn't already figure it out.
At first, I thought you were like going and explaining how it worked, and then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, and then I just count the hundreds every night, and I was like, wait a second,
Not how it
something's
works.
a little off about this
Not how it
story.
works. It's extremely okay. I'll try to debunk some myths because a lot of YouTubers don't like talking about money because they think it makes them like greedy or something to talk about
Well,
it. But
Frankly, I don't think we're in any place to be talking about how money works, seeing as I don't make any money because I don't have an AdSense account anymore.
well, this might be
So,
good for you. But I'm just saying, like in general, I kind of want to talk about it because
yeah, go for it.
the way regular people or YouTubers that don't make money see it is like really twisted and weird.
Hmm.
Um, the way I have it with my it's ads obviously. So
Yeah,
you
that's how
have
you
to
get.
monetize a video to get the money from the ads of it.
Mhm.
Um
And a
and
certain percentage goes to you.
right. And if your video gets marked for, it gets like a copyright, you get a copyright notice or like it gets age restricted, then you can lose monetization and whatnot. And there's
If
a whole
you
bunch of other
if
stuff about that.
if it gets claimed by something else, then it gets demonetized first, and if the claim goes further than that and it becomes a copyright strike, it will be completely taken off of YouTube.
Right. Um, but yeah, we should actually have copyright be another topic because I love talking about that. Um, anyway, so and then what happens is your network, or if you're with YouTube, then you can get direct earnings,
Hmm.
which is a lot higher than what your network would be because they take a percentage.
Hmm.
Um, and then you just get money. Say in my case, every month I get I know I said it jokingly, but like I get it sent to my PayPal, and it's because it's monthly. It's very very passive income, and uh, as even though it's passive income and it's monthly, it is very dependent on your views. Like mine has probably quartered since the last 7 months.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, which is fine. I don't care. I'm not trying to make money off of it. I don't
Well,
really care.
if you were trying to make money and make like a living or something, you probably would be working more on it than you are. But
It's like the equivalent of a lot of hobbies that you could do in say like I know you can't relate to this like in school here in the US, and you could get like a scholarship to pay for some of your college because you invested so much of your time into this hobby that is this sport or this club you're in. And I see YouTube as sort of the same thing. If I'm putting all this time into it and effort, if there is a way for it to give back to me physically, not just mentally, then why
not
not?
just a creative, like,
Yeah.
yes, I am proud of myself type of deal.
Like I think the only thing I've spent any money, YouTube money on, because I have it in a separate account, obviously.
I don't have
From
mine in a separate account. Wait, I don't have any at all. But
yeah, right. Was I think I got a new graphics card for my computer to render animations
Mhm.
because my computer could not handle rendering animations. It would destroy it. So it goes back into itself,
Mhm.
if I do use any of it.
Yeah, and also you bought that program a long time ago. It's a Sony program, right? The editing program that you use.
Right, yeah, yeah. I don't know if I did for that or not.
Oh, okay. Well,
I just remember specifically that case. I'm sure there's probably been maybe two or three other little things that I've used it for, but always, YouTube related stuff.
nice. That's a good way to go. It's kind of like how people have Patreons or like a Patreon account, and then they get paid. The money that they get from Patreon goes toward YouTube and YouTube only.
Okay, I'm gonna go on a tangent. I'm sorry. I'm talking
A
so much,
tangent
but
of what?
Patreon. I love Patreon. The concept of
You love
Patreon
Patreon?
is
Oh.
perfect.
Oh
I
man.
don't
I was gonna say something about how Patreon's not that
if
great.
if you don't like it, I think it's the perfect system for artists. I would not consider how I make videos, at least not yet, as like art really, but like independent artists, Patreon is like the perfect system in my eyes.
Okay,
Like just
why do you say it's so perfect?
why do I say it's so perfect?
Why
Because
is
a
it so
lot of
perfect?
art is it comes in spurts, hence the why there's that stigma of artists being broke all the time because it when you work on a project, you know how it is. It takes so long to make and you have to say no to so many things in
Hmm.
order for it to happen. You know, you have to set aside all this time and it takes so long, but the difference is you don't get any earnings from it if you are selling it or distributing it or whatever until it's finished, and that can
Yeah.
be years, months, and that's you know, and you're already neglecting all these things which could be another job that you have that's supposed to pay the bills, and you can't do that because you're working on this project that needs to get done, and you know, boohoo all the other things that come with art. But Patreon is great because it uses the system that like a salary would, but with art. And you can also set it up now where every time you finish a project, then people pay. You know,
Hmm.
um, but I don't know. I like it because it's not linked to any site or anything like the YouTube support thing, or it's independent of itself. Patreon doesn't take, a percentage or whatever.
I
Maybe I'm
think
wrong.
Patreon does take a percentage.
How much
I
do,
think they take about
do they take?
10%.
Okay. Let me Google that.
I'm googling it right now. 5%.
Oh, okay. So that's about the
That's
same
not
as
that much.
what
But
Valve does for stuff. Anyway,
Valve does for
um
what stuff?
like community market stuff if you sell things or buy things
Oh.
on the community market. That's random.
Oh, well, okay. Fair enough. I can take that out, but we'll just keep it in. Why the heck not? It doesn't matter. We're going on so many tangents. It's wonderful. It's fine.
That's the
Uh,
fun.
yeah, okay. I take back what I said about disliking Patreon. Because I thought they took more from you than they did. So, Patreon, I still like you now. That said, I am supporting people on Patreon. So, so, I guess I'm being kind of a hypocrite because I said I didn't like it, but I'm using it regardless.
Oh, that's okay. You can use things and still hate it.
Like Apple. I don't use Apple because I do hate it. But
Right.
yeah, and I think from Patreon, let's go on. I'm going to go on another tangent from the tangent that was also a tangent of a
Let's
different
go.
tangent. Okay, so in regards to making money, yeah, like you get money monthly from YouTube, and it's definitely not that much because you're so small. But oh wait, actually, first before back on networks, and then I'll go to my tangent.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
How much money do you like? What percentage does your network take from you? I don't. You don't have to tell me because you can.
Okay.
Your life, but
I
if
know
you don't mind,
this might be shocking, and a lot of people back up when they hear this, but it's actually I have no idea. I have not known since the day I signed up.
Tendo, no, that's they're taking
Actually,
like
no, no, no.
90%.
I can check actually
they're like
right
taking
now.
like 90% of your
It's
revenue.
actually they tell me the percentage when you join,
Yeah, they
but
better. If not, then you shouldn't join.
I've forgotten. But here's the thing: I can calculate it right now
Do it.
because if I go into, it might take me a second. It looks like it's less than 50%, but not by much. It might be solid 50%. I
They
don't. Maybe it is. I don't know. Because here's the thing: if you would have asked me, because I think it's the 15th of every month is when I get paid. And here's the thing: YouTube every day I think gives you an estimated revenue report.
hmm
So if I was able
I
to
do have that. That is what I have.
calculate that on the 15th, the day that I get sent the money, I could figure it out. I Actually, let me see if I can figure it out. It might take me a minute. Yeah, no, I can't quite check it, but I'm guessing it's probably 40-50%. I could go ahead and ask them, or I'm sure I could find it on their site. But there's also wow.
Wow.
Sorry. I was just looking through my revenue stuff, and I was looking at the estimated amount of money if, I didn't have any percentage taken off of what some of my biggest videos would make me. Also, people with YouTube Red have watched my videos because I have an estimated Red
Yes.
revenue of like $5.
Yeah.
So
YouTube
woot.
Red viewers, amazing. When YouTube Red came out, I was a creator, and I was like, this is stupid. We're not gonna get any more money because of the advertisements. But the way that they have done it, it gives more money to creators, and it's awesome.
It's amazing for creators.
It's amazing for creators.
Super good.
Gives you so much more money, and I appreciate that. However, that said, I don't make any money, so it's irrelevant to me. But I love YouTube Red for that reason. But
yeah, let's make that a topic another time too. YouTube Red, because wow, is there a lot to talk about there?
yeah,
Whew.
YouTube Red. That is a great topic to you. We will make sure to talk about that later because we have things to say and things to do. As I said last episode, I hope to have a career in graphic design, so that's exciting. And I sell t-shirts as of now. So that is a way that I make money. Like a little bit of money. I haven't made much money at all. I've only earned like 107.
But there's some nice t-shirts. You should plug that right now.
Visit my store, tpublic.com/NoMuchPlays. Link in the description.
Right now. All the t-shirts, they're going to be free for the next 3 days. If you
what?
don't get them now, they're going away forever.
Oh, Tendo, I don't think that you can't do that.
Right now, go!
No. Oh, man. Oh, this podcast isn't even going up for another 2 weeks. Sorry, you guys missed it. Sorry.
Dang, sorry.
If I was running my own website where I was making my own shirts, I could do something like that. I cannot do that because guess what? I don't control how the shirts are made or distributed. But I do create the designs, and that is the extent of what I do, and they give me money for it, and it's great.
Wee.
So, t-shirts, go buy one. They're great. Eventually, eventually we'll have like 1 million views per episode, and I can make some Supertendoboy Nomich podcast shirts.
Yeah, when the podcast booms and it becomes the #1 podcast in the world.
Yeah, when we win all of those podcast awards.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes,
we'll
that
win
time.
all of them. Well, I'm happy to say that we won't be posting one every 2 years, so that's
good.
Great. Well, they'll be a little more frequent, but yeah, TeePublic. I like their system. I get paid 20% for all their sales, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's like $4 per shirt. So,
Well, considering the design is all yours and, they do have raw materials to pay for, it makes sense.
They say that it takes about $5 to make a shirt, but I'm not positive if that's actually true.
Doubt it.
And it takes I doubt that's actually true, but that's fine. Like, whatevs. But I don't know, especially with my t-shirts. It's giving me practice in using the programs and learning and developing a style, which I think is very important, especially if, as I said, I want to become a graphic designer. So
yeah, it's really good. I like your style and whatnot, and you can see it obviously in the podcast profile and such things like that.
Yes. And TeePublic, great. So I think that's a way that I can make a little bit of money on the side, but
right. And I think that says something about some other YouTubers. If maybe you're not making money from your videos, maybe the subject matter of your videos has an alternative way to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's just a side thing. Yeah, like making t-shirt designs.
Yeah, because I don't make nearly enough money to, like, I don't know, have living wages. I've made a total of I've only sold a total of 34 things, and I've made a total of
That sounds
$107.
pretty
So
good, actually.
30, not compared to others, but I guess.
Yeah, but your job is not to compare it to others. It's some good.
I know. I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of things, 34 isn't that much, but
Yeah.
I guess I'm kind of relating it to to subscribers. Like 34 subscribers isn't that many, but that said, 34 people are wearing my shirts, and that's cool.
Yeah. Or that could have been me. I think I might have actually bought 30 or so of.
Okay. Well,
of one of your T-shirts. Yeah.
that said, have you actually purchased one of my T-shirts or?
I have not. Actually, I'm gonna go buy one right now.
No. Oh my gosh, they're $20. I don't Tendo, trust me.
Let's
If
look
you
through these designs here.
if you want to buy one of my shirts, wait for a sale because they're basically a sale every month, and so that will bring the price from like $25 down to a total of like 20, 21.
Yeah. Well, I still have to go to Nomich Plays on TeePublic and stuff.
I know I can't change it, and it's so infuriating. I've changed my name, but I can't change my link. and for YouTube, C/Nomich was taken, so I had to do Nomich Real, which is kind of annoying because I don't like it when people are like, "Oh, this is the real so and so."
So and so official.
Yeah, I like it. Do you know Ryan Higa?
Yeah.
His Twitter handle is at the not real Ryan Higa because
And that's I'm kind of worried about that with my channel. Once I'm big enough where I'm forced to get other social medias, I'll have to do that.
Well, you already have your Twitter handle, Tendo,
Right.
which is a great name. Mine is
Right.
just Nomich_. So
I could have done just Tendo, but why? I want people to have to put Tendo over. Hold on.
what?
I'm getting a mug T-shirt. Maybe you get this a lot, and maybe it's not funny to you anymore, but mug one, by far my favorite T-shirt. I would get 10 of them. Okay, let's move on to our last topic while I'm ordering a V-neck female size extra small.
If that shows up saying someone has purchased a shirt, I'm going.
Oh my gosh, I can get it as a mug. That's
Yeah, you
so
can.
Meta.
That's actually the
so
main reason.
meta.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make it a mug as well.
Yes, I want a mug so bad.
Do you want me to adjust the way that it's positioned on the mug?
No,
I can
it's
change
perfect.
that.
It's perfect.
It's perfect?
I want it exactly. It's just a really. By the way, I know you guys can't see this, but it's just. Anyway, let's discuss it later. It's a really poorly drawn mug. I mean,
You can get a coffee mug or a travel mug of the mug. If you buy one, then I owe my friend $2. So.
Oh, I see.
Because this was a collaborative effort, believe it or not.
I would love to hear the story later, but
after we're done with this, I will tell you the story.
Okay.
Because it's a pretty interesting one. However, we're gonna move on. Actually, we're not gonna move on. We're gonna go back to what we were actually talking about.
No.
Sorry. Okay, in our discussion topics, it doesn't say just networks. It says first network offer. So I wanted to tell
Too bad.
Tendo, please. Okay. Just real quick. How did you feel when you got an email or message saying you're awesome and we want you to join our network? How did that make you
Kidnapper.
feel? The very first one you got.
Kidnapper.
You thought that, really?
Kidnapper. Yes.
You thought this was shady.
They commented on Minecraft custom beacons.
Okay, well that's okay.
They
I
also
guess
comment in all lowercase letters. So, you know.
Okay, that's a little bit different than my first network offer. I got an email and they were like, "We think that you have potential," and so me being a 13-year-old noob, stupid kid, I was like, oh, "This is great! I'm gonna tell everyone." And so I told my friends, and That was actually the friend that helped me make that mug. That's who I told.
Huh.
So that friend that helped me make the mug was one of the first people that I told about, hey, I got a network offer. Aren't you proud of me? And they were.
It's a pretty big step.
Yep. But I was like, yes, this is great. I'm gonna sign up right now. And then I didn't, because it's a scam. If you're a new YouTuber, do not accept any network until you have at least 50 billion subscribers.
It's me. I accepted the second one I ever got,
and they're
and it was
taking
a
50% of your revenue. That's not great, Tendo.
And the rest of them have been through personal messages and have been much more formal. So
exactly.
this is how you know that I am an expert YouTuber and I'm qualified to be talking about this.
Yeah, because you accepted a network.
I have a PhD in making bad decisions and being okay with the results.
I think that is an actual occupation.
I think that's basically my channel in summary.
Yeah, put that as a slogan.
I'm making my new channel art.
Supertendoboy, subscribe. I also make animations.
Speaking of consequences,
What?
I think this would be a good time to move on to our last topic that we have labeled right now. Unless there was something else you wanted to say about your first network offer.
No, I just wanted to mention the fact that the first time I got it, I was like, this is the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
Because it was.
Because it was. And then I realized that they're a scam. And, like, almost all of them are a scam. So, moving on. Something that isn't the most amazing thing in my life. Hate comments.
They are the most amazing thing. Can I show you her? I need to find them.
Well, okay, when you say they're the most amazing thing. That said, I agree with you. Hate comments are amazing to read now. However, when you get your first hate comment and you're a 13-year-old child,
it's painful.
It's so painful. So this is the first one that I could recall that was really real devastating. So if you do, I will read this.
Yeah, explain. Go
and
ahead.
then you can talk about your views on these. So this is on my previous contender for most viewed video, one that I absolutely hate. I actually have disliked it on my own channel. It has 30 dislikes. Sweet. It is called Minecraft. Then it has a line. Minigame. Minigame is not hyphenated. : Monsters Industries with friends. So, I think the literal only reason that this has 16,000 views is because of what the video is. And that's how it's popular, because it has it's popular because it's a game that everyone else was playing, and it's an interesting game to watch. I'm 5 seconds into the video, and it says, if you're watching this, note, this video sucks and you shouldn't watch it. Watch my new stuff. It's actually edited.
I love when YouTubers do that. I've done it too, where it's like the video sucks and you just hate it. And so you put an annotation that's like, hey guys, this video is not that great. Check out my updated version because I noticed that this one got 1 million views. So I want to see if I can direct you to one that I'm actually proud of. But you won't click on this. You're going to watch the same stupid million view video. And the new remade version is going to get none.
None.
It's
zero.
None.
Zilch. Nada.
Actually, one case where that actually worked. Custom beacons.
Okay, what about custom beacons? You didn't.
Custom beacons had a predecessor. Did you know that?
I have seen that video.
Yeah, there was a video before custom beacons that was my biggest video, and it was the first video to break 1,000 views. All of my videos barely got 100. That one broke 1,000, so I'm like, whoa, I gotta make an in-depth tutorial on this. And then I made that, and that became the prophecy that it is now.
So that is why it's called. When at the beginning you said, "Is I Supertendoboy?" And here I am back with the long-awaited custom beacons tutorial.
That's also why the thumbnail and the title are very to the point and clickbaity. Is because
it's perfect.
it worked for what it was supposed to be doing.
Yep. I actually parodied that video, and I love it. I love that parody so much. Link in the description. I'm still proud of it.
Look at the description. Yeah, I remember that.
And I'm looking at your popular uploads, and literally 2 of them are both uncrafting tables in one command. Actually, no. One is in one command. The other one is in vanilla Minecraft, and it says outdated. The one that's labeled outdated has more views than the one that doesn't say outdated. 1 and 2. It's one command, which is the most clickbaity thing you can do. So I'm surprised that they both have a lot of views, but the worst one has more.
Here's the thing. I'll say about that one.
Wasn't out for longer.
Necessarily just for views. That one was also just a project that I really liked and loved, and for it to rust and decay and no longer work made me sad. So I actually really enjoyed remaking it into a one command.
Really?
Because I wanted to see it remade and better again. So I'm actually not too salty about that.
Make uncrafting great again is what you were thinking.
Yes.
Anyway, hate comments. So I think my first hate comment is on this video that is used to have the most views, but now it's outplaced with Doctor Who Modern Survival number 1. So, yes. The hate comment says, quote, "Bad things about this video. 1. Can't hear you, idiot. 2. You are like 3 years old. 3. You suck in general. 4. My audio is 100 times better." So he doesn't say that the audio is bad. He just says that his is 100 times better. So
these are all valid complaints.
Yeah. Yep. And 5. I have more subs than you, noob. 6. And don't try making yourself look like an actual good YouTuber. And then it like spaces down like 3 like enters. And there are more. And guess I watchy 14 seconds of this crappy video. Comment end. I'm gonna actually heart that and like it. There we go. Okay. And so that, of course, it made me fired up. You know how it be, because hate comments, horrible things. So I reply, "Bad thing about this comment." Can you see where this is going? Have you seen this comment before?
No, I'm finding it right now.
Bad things about this comment. 1. No punctuation. 2. No capitalization. 3. A lot of your points are invalid. 4. Rubbish spelling. I mean, really? You spelled here. And I think you meant lot and not ought. Hashtag you so noob. And the fact that I used the word rubbish, I haven't used that word in so long. We'll talk about that soon. And 5, and no, I don't make myself look like a good YouTuber. I do what I can within my own ability, and what I can achieve, I can achieve. 6, my audio, yes, was rubbish in the video. I was small and bought the horrible microphone for $5. Have a nice day, sir.
Good day, sir.
And that's the end of the comment. Love it.
Ride.
10 out of 10. Okay. I think if I read this, I don't know, a year ago or half a year ago, I would have just deleted it because it's embarrassing. But there's a reason I keep all of my old videos up. I haven't removed any videos except for privacy reasons because the people in them didn't want to see them, or other reasons. But I'm glad I didn't delete this because this showed what I was like. And I really like how I end the comment with, "Have a nice day, sir." Period.
I have that kind of thing too. Like it's a time capsule to go back and look at. But here's the thing. It's like a preteen level of clever, but it's clever. I want to read to you a comment I got 3 months ago. And there's plenty more examples of these, but I get these all the time.
Hate comments?
These are 4 comments. None of these are replies to each other. They're all individual, but they're on the same video, which is rotate banners.
That one.
Rotate banners in Minecraft. All it is I'd prefer that banners were sideways so I could use them as flags and put them on flagpoles. So I was like, heck, I want other people to know how to do that. So I made the video. Comment number 1 is "You suck."
That's it?
Comment number 2.
Wait, did you reply to that?
No. None of these I've replied to.
Okay.
Second comment, too much noise. These are all in one day, all in the same video, all separate. Comment number 3, idiot. Comment number 4, idiots. And that's it. They just four independent comments of "you suck," "too much noise," "idiot," and "idiots."
And idiots, plural, because there was more than just you in that video.
And the thing is, I do get constructive criticism, usually from Malcolm Spencer, or like, I don't know who it was, but someone gave me like this awesome comment on how to, like they said, I hate your mouth tracking in my new animation. But then they went on to explain why and ways that I could fix it. And I was like, thank you. That's really helpful. But a lot of times I just get "you suck" or "die." And it's like, okay.
I still haven't gotten any comments like
Thanks.
"kill yourself" or anything. But, you know.
Right.
My time will come.
Eventually. When people, wish death upon you.
When I hit the pinnacle of hate comments.
Right. I'm trying to go to my farther back videos, but I have so many comments I can't actually find my really early ones. I am gonna say though, like, I do get hate comments, but as I said, they're stupid. But my channel is mostly really, really nice comments.
Same, actually. I think that one was okay. This one was obviously from someone who just wanted to hate on something. Because he just said, I watched 14 seconds of this video. So, obviously he wasn't trying to get any constructive criticism or anything. But some people are just hateful to be hateful. And I guess that's fine. Like, whatever. But I don't know.
And the thing is, a lot of times you want to know the story behind it, because like so many of them just like it's so unmotivated and simple. Like, you want to know why would they say that? What would cause them to,
Okay, I definitely think that now, but I didn't back then. Oh my gosh. I just read this comment that I replied. I replied to it and I said bad thing about this comment. Not bad things. Oh my gosh. It's a typo. Oh no. That's like one of the worst things when you're replying to someone, like trying to make you seem smart, but then you get something wrong. It's horrible.
It's like really great. Yeah, wonderful job, getting back at them.
Yeah. But luckily they didn't mention how I was newbie. Probably because they don't even realize how bad they are.
Let me read one comment on Minecraft Custom Beacons.
You do that.
This is all one word, no spaces. Where is this? Also, nothing's capitalized. Where's this beacon effect? You suck.
You suck was also part of the word, or was that separate?
Yep. No, all one word.
So, man, thanks, internet.
Oh, also the people that get angry on April Fool's videos. Those are
the worst people.
Those are hilarious. No, I love those because that's what I'm going for.
Yeah,
like they get really enraged, especially when I have April Fool's in the title, and they're watching it like a year after it came out, and they're mad and they just found it, didn't read the title that's April Fool's, and like, this isn't actually this and this. I'm so angry.
Man. Yeah, my alphabet aerobics backwards says 2,602 videos, 8 likes, 2 dislikes, and it was like the one backwards, and then and it was like I just reversed the footage, and that was uploaded, and everyone, well, not everyone liked it obviously, but it says April Fool's in the title, and people responded. I don't know. April Fool's was just, well, when we
It's yesterday for when we're
for
recording.
yeah, it was yesterday for us. How was
We
your
should
April
probably
Fool's Day?
clarify. It was well. It's the first time in 3 years I wasn't able to post an April Fool's video. And
Yes.
one year I remember I even was down to 1 day before April Fool's, and in one night I pumped out 3 April Fool's videos that all came out at 3 different points in the day, and it was glorious.
Which wait a second. What? Which was that?
I think that was, I want to say last year. No,
Last
2
year
years
you
ago.
did Tendocraft.
'Cause last year was Tendocraft. Yeah, 2 years ago. Because I did The Herv, which was a satire on
Of the Hive.
mini game videos.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
The Hive.
Yeah, you called it epic minigame fun with friends lol XD 111 and then daggers and vanilla Minecraft. Yes.
Daggers and Vanilla Minecraft. And I also did
building an
Lore
adventure map
Finale.
finale.
Which was a fake, finale to building an adventure map. That one was that was okay. It was all the humor was in the title, and I put minimal effort into making the ending look funny and simple.
I do remember
daggers.
that. That was
I
awesome.
love
What
the daggers
what did you
video.
do 3 years ago?
Or let me think. Maybe I didn't do something 3 years ago. Actually,
I just remember those series of videos and the Tendocraft one, which was uploaded a year ago.
Tendocraft. Were you a part of that project?
Unfortunately, I was not. I
Oh
was
my
a part
gosh.
of watching it though.
Okay. This is okay. Just like your own worst enemy, this video has the best story behind it. I love videos that have as we discussed last episode. I love videos that maybe aren't that good by themselves, even though this video I do think is gold. The story behind it is amazing.
I do love this video.
So, 2 days before April Fool's, I'm like, I need an April Fool's video, and I'm racking my brain because this was at a time where I wasn't very nice to myself when it came to ideas. I hated every idea I thought of, hence the reason why, the search for an idea and all that stuff. I just thought everything was stupid. So it was up until the 2 days before that I finally decided what I'm gonna do, and I was in a call with a group of 5 friends.
One of which I know.
Or actually just one. I was in a call with just my one wonderful friend, Commander Moose. Check him out.
Yes, Commander
And
Moose.
I'm like,
Great friend.
I want to make a fake Tendoboy server. And he's like, really, mate? You have 2 days and you want to make a Tendocraft server?
And he's like, Wallaby, didgeridoo.
No. He has made jokes like that, but I love Commander Moose. He's amazing.
He's actually. Never mind. We're not going to talk about how great Commander Moose.
We should have him on the show. We really should.
No.
Can't guarantee he won't swear. But anyway.
No, we're not having guests on this show. We've established this.
No. We totally should. I don't care. Anyway, so he's like, mate, you want to make it in 2 days? Apologies for the voice crack. And I'm like, yes, I do. So we stood up until 1 in the morning that night. We stayed up until 4 in the morning the next night building this massive set. And, since he's on different time zones, he spent all of his day, since he didn't have school those days, making the mini games for this. And if you watch the video, everything you see in the video was made in the span of 20 hours. And it's you can even hear it in our voices, because I actually, it wasn't even just me and him.
There was
once I got the
2 other
going,
people, I think.
I
that
had
were in the video at least.
I had 3 other people help me. I don't think one of them could have made it to the video, but yeah, other internet friends, and they helped me build all of the buildings and stuff. And it turned out so good, and I was able to post it. I think I was able to post it at no, I posted it. Oh my goodness, at midnight.
April 1st?
No, midnight before. March 31st, 11:51 is the timestamp right here.
Oh.
Wow. So it wasn't 4 in the morning that night. I guess I must have stayed up until. No, okay. No, we didn't even stay up that night. I think I just recorded it that night, and the night before was the one I spent up until 1 in the morning. And then he spent all of the next day, my time, day. For him, it was,
Mhm.
night and half of a day, making the mini games. Wow, yeah. So
That's a pretty great story, Tendo.
it's also an amazing tangent. So
An amazing tangent. One that very tangent. I don't know. I just cut something out. But if you want to hear it, you can download the version for the
for
extended
$5.99,
edition. No, it's free in the description. But
$6.99.
on YouTube, that clip was cut out, and it was a pretty great conversation, riveting stuff. So if you want to listen to it, download in the description. You're welcome, Tendo. Now we're both happy.
Yeah, go ahead and cut out any super long tangents I go on about videos, because I do that a lot.
Yep. Look at that exclusivity in a podcast that 5 people listen to, but 5 people is a start. Actually, I only know of one person that's listened to the entire thing, and that was Malcolm Spencer. So, thank you, Malcolm Spencer.
Whew. That was like a whole wow.